Let's talk about the AI enhanced proposal development process, AI in outlining. We're going to spend some time with that because I think it's really helpful to have a nice compliant outline for the proposals. Every solicitation is different, as you know, and you want to always read the solicitation first to create a tailored outlining prompt. And AI can help you summarize the requirements first to get a preview, which then will speed up your actual solicitation read. An advanced trick is prior to reading, you want to ask AI to give you a summary of items that are peculiar, unusual, or contradictory in the solicitation. Why? It will create interest in reading an otherwise boring documents. Because I don't know who here likes to read proposals. I don't. Those are boring kinds of documents. Those are not novels. But when you have an AI point out weird in the solicitation or something is not quite making sense, then it creates interest, right? It will increase your reading speed and your reading comprehension, most importantly. We're responding to 2 proposals. I'm sure all of us in these predicaments think some of these benefits require API connectors to leverage other apps. Yes and no. Some of them are just interaction with you. So it's how you ask a question of the AI and how AI helps you. Some of them may be a future capability on some of the tools. Some of them may be something that can speed up your work. For example, you cannot spit out yet a slide presentation unless you have an integration with PowerPoint. But you can create bullet points for a slide and just cut and paste those bullets into a slide. But if you tell AI to develop a slide deck, it will give you the slide bullet points, and then it can speed up your process. Do you have any use cases, examples of post-award AI use? From my perspective, the post-award AI use concerns business development. It is really everything that has to do with business development for project personnel and how they could use it. But when you're talking about from project execution perspective, all the deliverables, for example, for a program, could be written using AI. The documentation on different programs could be used for AI. AI could be used for documentation development, for anything that has a writing component to it or analysis component to it. AI is great for that. And a lot of the project execution, depending on what the project is, like coding, for example, software development, you see AI absolutely flourishing there because code can be automatically generated by AI and even double checked by AI as well. So that the whole community is really using it. Let's say that you are in a marketing communication field and the whole marketing field already a couple of years ago has switched to AI content. So it's all over the place, really. That's all the uses. All right, so let's go back to our presentation. AI will help you read the solicitation by actually summarizing it for you, by pointing out unusual or weird things or things that don't add up. So how do you create an annotated outline? So you have an order. And the reason why I'm providing this order to you here is so that you follow that with your prompts. And I'm going to show you how I would do that with my prompts on a case study example. So develop the requirements-based outline first, step by step. You start with L, which is the instructions. You add an M, which is the evaluation criteria. You add C or J, which is statement of work. And then you add H, C drills, et cetera, whatever is applicable throughout the RFP. So you don't just tell the AI to just go ahead and spit out an outline because that's where it's going to have a lot of mistakes. And then after that, what you do is you one by one run annotation prompts. And what you want to do is you want to add your interpretation of the requirements, like what should be addressed in this section. You could cut up the requirements into requirements phrases. You could add templates for tables. You could have must-have figure placeholders, applicable win themes, other points of discussion, cross-references between sections and volumes, and introductions and transitions. So a lot of different things. And this is a process handy for you as a reference to just go in order. And that order is very useful for the outline development. Let's walk you through this process overall. So you have outline, prompt sequence, walkthrough. So for our exercise for NASA Soup, and if you guys want to follow this, you can just use the file that was emailed to you and grab the prompts from there. But we just want to, for the sake of time, since we have a lot to cover, but you can cut and paste the prompts and try them out.